Pro Wrestling Austria is in Payerbach tonight, some 50 miles south of the capital, Vienna, as we bring to you Chapter 8, Critical Damage. Dave Bradshaw here with your English language commentary, and first to the ring tonight, a 19-year veteran, the Yugo, Mirko Panic. Athlete originally from Slovenia, he's made an impact everywhere he's gone in his nearly two-decade career, including here in Pro Wrestling Austria. Last time we saw him was at Chapter 7 back in April when he was part of the Battle Zone Rumble. And before that, this time last year, Chapter 5, Fall Mayhem, if you remember, Panic was right at the heart of that 8-man tag team match, played a critical role in dissolving the mid-card Revolution stable that had begun to dominate Pro Wrestling Austria. I don't think many fans were too sad to see the back of those guys, and it's one of those who is to thank for ridding the company of the mid-card Revolution. Well, he's not in an 8-man tag tonight, he's not in a Rumble tonight, it is a one-on-one match against, quite simply, one of the best and most dangerous wrestlers in the world. One thing Panic will have certainly is the crowd on his side. They're always pleased to see him. Former WUW champion among many other accolades in his career. This would be quite the accolade if he could beat the man they call the Babo. I think we might be about to hear from Panic. Of the Babo on the big screen, and here is the man himself. Look at the stony expression, the no-nonsense approach of the Babo. Metehan says that whatever he does, he is fighting for his family, to put food on their plates, to keep a roof over their heads. And in that way, he seems to be implying that it's nothing personal when he chooses to beat down an opponent. But I know lots of people who beg to differ. They think that Metehan actively enjoys administering pain. There is a real pronounced mean streak, a nastiness to Metehan. In some ways, that is what's brought him to the dance, that aggression, that ability and that willingness to inflict pain on his opponents is precisely why Metehan has become one of the absolute best. It's night and day, the reactions for Metehan and Mirko Panic. This isn't a battle of crowd reactions, it is simply about who is physically the better man when that bell rings. The official for this one, Rainer Ringer, one of the most experienced referees on the continent. Panic, who had some strong words to say to Metehan before this got underway. We'll see if he lives to regret those words as the bell rings and we get started. It's the beginning of a big night of action here in Austria, including a massive 4-on-4 full-out match later on. Amboss going to take on Darius, Peter Dioni and Team Turbulence. Plus the Pro Wrestling Austria Tag Team titles will be on the line. And the Openweight Championship, Martn Pain going to defend against Axel Tischer later on. As Panic takes Metehan down with a shoulder block. Metehan, a man who is very familiar with championships himself. Former GWF World Champion, Tag Team Champion. Been a shotgun champion over in WXW. He won the 16-karat gold tournament in WXW back in 2019. Metehan was a major part of NXT UK in recent years as well. And it's asking Metehan if he's scared. And insisting the referee keeping his opponent back so he can get into the ring. And get some mind games here from Metehan, quite possibly. There is that aggression, that side headlock applied. Metehan, a young man who, if you followed European wrestling for some time, you will have seen him develop from a happy-go-lucky youngster into the much more serious competitor we see today. There's a shoulder block once more from Panic, and once more, Metehan to the outside. Panic at the moment seems to have the number of the Babo. It's the thing about Metehan though, he's very cerebral. He'll take his time. He realizes that the strategy he's employed in the opening moments here hasn't worked. But what he'll do is he'll adapt. And he's taking his time here for a reason. It's giving him time to think. And it's sarcastically opening the ropes here for Metehan. Offering to help him back into the ring. And not trusting him, promising not to do anything. Panic lived up to his side of the bargain, but Metehan with the assault there. Metehan breaking the truce. That fire that we see in Metehan. Loves to trash talk his opponents. Some people call it an arrogance, others will say it's more a self-confidence. He knows how good he is, does Metehan. We've seen it here in Pro Wrestling Austria. He's had victories over the likes of Peter White and Chris Colon. Metehan continuing his winning ways here in Austria, just as he has in his native Germany and beyond. Can he do the same here? Reversal of the Irish whip from Panic. Going to follow in, but Metehan gets the boot up. An arm drag from Panic. Follows it with a hip toss. Suddenly Metehan in trouble, he gets scooped up. Panic will slam him down. And to the ropes before he drops the leg. The Yugo looking for a massive victory here. He hadn't hooked the legs and Metehan kicked out on two. Nonetheless, an encouraging passage of action there for Panic. Fans in Slovenia will have been out of their seats then, thinking that might have been the moment for Panic to score the win. Got to say as well that the Yugo here is giving as good as he gets in terms of trash talk. Headbutt there, he lost his footing I think, but improvised, did Panic. Now he is towering above Metehan, bringing down hell from above time and time again before Metehan shoves him away. Again, Panic with the strikes. Metehan this time doesn't seem to have an answer. Metehan succumbing to these flurry of right hands in the corner. Or is he? Hang on a second, Metehan gonna drop Panic throat first over the top rope. Metehan taking the advantage. And the boot in and getting that fire, the absolute fury. Seems to be a rage in Metehan that anyone dares to get any offense in on him at all. Looks like he has a God-given right sometimes, Metehan, to just win without any resistance whatsoever. Let's see how much resistance Panic has in him. Still got some, he kicked out on 2. Talked about all of the action that's coming up tonight. We'd love to know your thoughts on everything that's going on. Don't forget you can follow Pro Wrestling Austria on all the major social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube. The tag is always Pro Wrestling AT. And maybe going on YouTube to watch back through this match in the near future if it continues to go his way. By the way, our next couple of shows, Chapter 9, Under Pressure, and Chapter 10, our anniversary show, both coming up. Under Pressure's January 11th in the new year, March 28th for that anniversary show. Both of those going to be on YouTube again. For more information, you can buy tickets as well at PWOE.at. Panic back on his feet. A headbutt there and a second one. Pendulum swinging back in favour of the Slovenian. Metehan shoves him to the rope, so big strike with the elbow right in the small of the back. Pain coursing through the body of Panic there, just forced him to drop to a knee. Metehan though quickly picked him back up. With a kick. Yugo trying to fire back. Metehan, the kind of wrestler who gives you very, very few openings to get back into a match once he's on top. Metehan simply ignoring the referee for the most part. He broke that illegal choke before the count of 5, but he was more interested in glaring at the fans. Just asserting his authority here, Metehan, as if to say, I decide when I make the break and if I make the break. Sending Panic into that corner. Back of Panic. A heavy impact on the turnbuckles. Metehan goes for the pin again. Kick out from Panic. And Metehan, for all of his control in this match over the past couple of minutes, can't quite find a way to keep the Yugo down. Going to try and force a submission. He's going to turn him over into a Boston Crab if he can. Here is Metehan. He has got it turned over. Got the position of the lower back bending away. It's not supposed to bend, and as Metehan sits further down, even more pressure applied. The Yugo stretching towards that bottom rope. Metehan saw he was getting close, tried to drag him back, but Panic used his leg strength to kick the Babbo away. Panic's into the corner. Metehan follows up with the clothesline. From one corner to the other, but Panic exploding out of the corner and gets himself back in the contest. Fans here in Payerbach trying to will their man to victory here over Metehan. Seems to be working, a new lease of life here for Mirko Panic. Metehan knocked into the corner. And it's again with those shots from on high. Metehan doesn't have his arms up, but no way of protecting himself, just having to absorb the impact of those strikes. Panic from that fireman's carry position. Rolling through. Metehan holding his ribs. That won't have done them any favours. The cartwheel into the splash from the Yugo. Metehan, what did he do? Metehan just ripped off the turnbuckle pad there. Pointing to his brain as if to indicate that it was a stroke of genius, and it might have been. Referee didn't see that the pad was removed. Panic went face first into the metal, and now Metehan lining him up. We've seen this before from the Babo. A vicious elbow strike to the side of the head. Panic is completely unconscious, and you can count to 100. Metehan wins it. And that is precisely what I mean when I describe him as dangerous. Not just in terms of his physical abilities, but his cunning, his guile. Metehan able to remove that turnbuckle pad, lured his opponent in, and moments later, look at that, you can see that metal hook completely exposed. That is what Panic went into face first, and then that running elbow strike, enough to put Panic down and to secure yet another victory in the illustrious career of the Babo. Metehan, your winner in our opening contest here at Critical Damage. From one no-nonsense competitor in Metehan to another here, Cory Zero, still just 22 years of age. Made her debut back in December of 2022, so still in only her second year in the business, but she's already wrestled in 10 different countries. Young woman originally from Brittany in France, trained at APC in France before moving to Dublin, Ireland, where she's now based. Training at OTT while she's been over the Emerald Isle. Tonight we'll find out how good she is in a face one of the best in Pro Wrestling Austria. In her 2 years in the business so far, one of the most memorable moments was the Fury Valkyria Cup in Stuttgart last year. She was eventually eliminated from that tournament by Jessie J in what was probably the match of the evening. Let's see if she can steal the show again here at Critical Damage. Moxie was the winner of that Valkyria Cup last year. Former UK WA Women's National Champion in 2023 as well, and had a who's who in terms of who's trained her. Mikhail Kovac, a great European veteran here in this continent, and as well as that, she's been over to the United States, trained with the likes of Damian Priest and Matt Riddle at the Monster Factory. had 5 years off from wrestling after originally debuting in 2014, a decade ago. A lot more experience than Cory Zero. But Zero with an immediate kick as the bell rings. Going to take Moxie by surprise, and nearly did it. Got a 2 count. Zero, vicious, right out of the gates here. Moxie trying to find a way back into this. And Zero, smile on her face is indicating I was that close to beating you in the opening seconds here. Moxie needs to not be shaken by that, and doesn't seem to be, because Zero down with the clothesline and a second one. Another one. And Moxie kicked out on one. I mentioned that match that Cory Zero had against Jessie J, as Moxie going for the curb stomp. Moxie knows Jessie J very well herself. Our last big chapter show, Chapter 7, Battle Zone in April. Settled her rivalry with Jessie J, did Moxie, by winning a last woman standing match. And that curb stomp that she went for a second ago, very much a major part of her arsenal. Zero tried to stomp on Moxie there, that didn't work. Moxie moved out of the way. Moxie with her right hand backing Zero into the corner. Moxie goes face first into the turnbuckle. Now Zero wrapped around those ropes. The kicks here. Illegal to be striking from those ropes. They broke it up just in time. There's a pump kick. Looking for the cover. It's a slightly lackadaisical cover. Not much body weight there. And Moxie was able to lift her left shoulder up with relative ease. A little bit of hubris there maybe from the youngster, Cory Zero. Because she could just easily cover her opponent. Her hand on that, foot on that left hand rather, dropping her body weight. The right hand, in fact, of Moxie, but now she is doing a number on the left arm. Going all around the body here is Cory Zero. Down onto the forearm there. Could break your arm, that kind of offense. Moxie back up, Zero was taking some time to pose, and a mistake. Again, another little bit of arrogance there maybe from the younger of the two. See Zero just wrapping Moxie's own arm around her. Moxie all tied up here. Cory Zero trying to restrain Moxie, who nonetheless has been able to fight back to her feet. Slap with a spare hand from Moxie. Another one. Zero just trying to increase the pressure on that left arm. Transitions into a DDT. That was smart from Zero. Zero putting more pressure on the arm. Bridging over this arm lock. Trying to force a submission here from Moxie. Great display of the technical capabilities of Cory Zero. In the end, tried to go for a pin rather than a submission. It's a kick out on 2. Zero with no sympathy whatsoever, taunting Moxie. Continues to hold on to that left arm. Now it's digging her knuckles, burying them into the shoulder joint here. Ever increasing amounts of pain being inflicted by Cory Zero. Moxie once more finds herself with her hand being stood on, but this time was wise to it, moved out of the way. Zero, I think, made a mistake trying to go for the same move that she went for earlier. Moxie knew what was coming that time. Zero, though, sends Moxie to the ropes. Moxie fires back with a kick. That took Zero right off her feet. And Moxie lifting her up. Briefly into that fireman's carry. Cory Zero escaping. Zero now, again, holding onto that left arm. In the back, sends her to the ropes. Moxie fired back. Able to take Zero down, but Zero's done so much damage to Moxie that all that did, I think, was maybe buy Moxie a little bit of time. She's trying to capitalize on that now. Big kick into the chest. Capitalizing is exactly what she is doing, Moxie. This is good stuff here. Moxie knows what it's like to be in a fight. She goes for the pin here. She's on one arm though, and it showed because holding her left arm very limply, tried to hook the leg with the right arm. Didn't have enough power to keep Cory Zero tied up there. Not enough strength in that left arm to lift into that fireman's carry. Just about got it on the second time, but couldn't keep her there as Zero rolling through, got a pin attempt. Cory Zero, and look for the neck breaker and get it. Moxie flat on her back. Zero is headed up to the top floor. Moxie stirring just in time. Zero had made contact. She managed to hit whatever she was planning from the top there. It could have been over. Instead, Moxie has Zero on her shoulders, drops her with a Samoan drop. Now Moxie drapes herself on top of Zero. Has she done enough? No. Zero kicked out on 2. I think the experience that Moxie gained through that last women's standing match last time around will have helped her out, but Zero giving Moxie all she can handle here again. Yes, strategy to try and force the submission here. Zero just focusing on the left arm, but wrenching the neck now as well. Moxie rolled out of trouble, but only temporarily. Zero still had the arm, now stretching out the right arm as well. That chest being stretched out as Zero is piling on with the strike to the right arm. And of course those shoulders over and down, does so. It's another 2 count to Zero. Zero trying to figure out a way to finish the job here. Had control of large parts of this match, having focused on that left arm, but Moxie with the right arm, still not beaten. Able to strike Zero in the face there, now will run into the corner. Catches her in the corner. Moxie looking for the bulldog and gets it. Zero goes hard, face first into the canvas. Moxie curb stomp, there it is. The curb stomp from Moxie. She got enough energy to get over there and make the pin. Zero holding the back of her head, but with that slight delay from Moxie, Zero had enough wherewithal to roll towards the bottom rope, went under it and to the outside. And that investment that Cory Zero made earlier in the match in focusing on that left arm, I think it paid dividends there. It's gone hard into the ring post, but Moxie had such pain in that arm that she couldn't get herself over for the pin in time. And that's where you see that kind of strategy from Zero paying off. Zero with the kicks here. Moxie taken down. Dragged into position as Zero again going to look to go up top. Zero getting her balance. Big trouble here for Moxie if Zero hits this, which she does. Zero with the double foot stomp, the pin and a kick out, just that left shoulder rolled up. Moxie got it enough momentum kicking with the left leg to force that left side of her body up off the canvas. I don't think many people would have expected that Moxie, or indeed anyone, would have kicked out of that move from the top rope by Cory Zero. Snapmare takedown now from Moxie, the kick into the spine. Moxie saying, this time, will it be this time? A second curb stomp. And she's quickly on top. Her body weight down on the shoulders, and Moxie takes out Cory Zero. Well, if Moxie has learned anything this year, it is how to gut it out when things are going badly, when you're injured, when you're hurt, to keep on fighting. She did it against Jessie J at Chapter 7. She did it tonight at Chapter 8 against Cory Zero. Moxie celebrates victory here at Critical Damage. We are still just getting started. Up next, Ricky Sky in action against the legendary James Storm as the action continues here in Austria. He is the man with the 5-star moustache. One of the biggest talents in Austrian wrestling is Pretty Ricky Sky. As you can see, Sky hasn't come alone, accompanied by Diotima, a woman who fancies herself the smartest wrestler in the world. A pretty successful wrestler, beat Eva Kolaski over the summer. Open air event in Neunkirchen. We saw Ricky Sky as well at Chapter 7, Battle Zone back in April. He got a win over Jay Joshua. It's a challenge of a different sort here tonight though at Chapter 8 as Sky is going to face a former TNA World Champion. Someone an ugly dog. He might be pretty, but he's not charming, is he? Ricky Sky. Sky was part of the first ever Openweight Championship match back at Gold Fever here in Pro Wrestling Austria. Diotima, who has a doctorate in philosophy, accompanying Ricky Sky to the ring. To be fair, that is an excellent moustache. That you can't deny. Coming in the audience with some constructive criticism for Sky, which he didn't take kindly to.
Sorry about your damn luck.
Here comes the Cowboy! James Storm, a former TNA World Champion. He was a 7-time World Tag Team Champion in TNA, 5 of those as part of Beer Money with Bobby Roode. A national champion in the NWA, you name it, he has done it, as James Storm. There's been a night already of opposites in terms of opponents. That's true here again. You couldn't really find two men more diametrically opposed in their outlooks on life than Pretty Ricky Sky and the Cowboy James Storm. Storm handing his beer to the referee. Referee being careful not to spill any. I think Storm's going to want to finish that after the match is done. What a pleasure it is to see James Storm here in Pro Wrestling Austria. Ricky Sky with an opportunity here to get a very significant feather in his cap. It takes a special kind of paranoia to need to ask a crowd of people whether you're pretty. And the fans, I think, maybe not giving him the most unbiased of responses. I don't know what he expected, Sky. He's throwing a tantrum here. Sky did have an opportunity this summer. We were on that summer stage at Lanzenkirchen in June, the open air event we held this summer to become the Openweight Champion. He faced Martn Pain, but came up short. Sky just choosing to retreat to the outside. A little advice from Dietima. Referee is counting him out. This could be over quickly if Sky doesn't build up the courage here to get into the ring and face down James Storm. Sky finally does get back into the ring. Says he's always ready. He didn't seem ready for that first little exchange. Maybe he's ready this time. No, maybe not. Ricky Sky once more going to the outside, shoving one of our stewards. That young man maybe laughed at him, and he didn't take kindly to that. But if he doesn't want people to laugh at him, he's got to get in the ring and actually wrestle a man. Whether you're pretty or not, I don't think is the main question here. Whether you're prepared to get in the ring and face Storm. We waited till Storm turned his back, and then Sky does get in. That's what he was waiting for, a chance to gain an unfair advantage. Sky stomping away here at the Cowboy. 27 years James Storm has been competing in the world of pro wrestling. Guy, I'm sure is one of many who James Storm has seen, who has quite the ego. Maybe Storm will help Sky get that ego in check. Here's a hip toss from Storm. You can see the shock on the face there of Ricky Sky. Landed hard on his back. Now he sends Storm into the corner. Storm will go to the ropes. Strikes him down, almost a swing blade there from James Storm. Storm might look for the last call, that super kick. But end this quickly, could Storm. Sky able to dive out of the way. Ricky Sky might spend most of his time staring in a mirror, but clearly he's spent some time looking at tapes of James Storm because he knew what that move was and he knew how to dodge it. Storm's followed him to the outside this time. Slap right around that supposedly pretty face of Ricky Sky. And sending him face first into the willing boot. One of the fans in the front row, a high five from the Cowboy. The team is complaining. Screaming at a child. That's what the team has been reduced to. Ricky Sky looking at himself in the mirror. Maybe Dietima should look in the mirror if that's what she's become. Sky again sent into the waiting boot of one of the fans at ringside. James Storm having some fun. Goes into the ring and straight back out again to restart the referee's count. Doesn't want this to be a count out. He's having too much fun here, James Storm, for this to end already. Storm with his thumbs in the eyes here. Storm's going to end up sending to the ring post. Sky quickly on top of him like a vulture as soon as he sees that Storm is down. Jumping on top of him with the boots there. Right, rolling Storm back into the ring, seeing a chance to pick up a famous victory here tonight at Critical Damage as he drops the elbow. Might do some critical damage to James Storm. Another elbow. Once again finds its target. Tried for another and went to the well one too many times there. Storm back to his feet. Sky though will send him off to the ropes. Diatima's got the foot. Getting involved in the match. Referee needs to be alert to that. There's a drop kick from Sky, who took advantage of the distraction. Choke here, breaking the rules. Every passing moment they seem to break the rules more. Diatima's got Storm by the hair here while the referee is talking to Sky. Sky laughing at Storm. One thing I wouldn't do if I was in there with James Storm, it's to provoke him. Lucky Sky goading the Cowboy. Getting more and more cocky. Called Storm an idiot. He'd better have the bite to back up his bark here at Ricky Sky. He's talking himself into trouble otherwise. Look at the look on the face now of the Cowboy. Storm might have had enough of Ricky Sky. He's got him in the corner. What a slap across the chest that was. That handprint of James Storm maybe on the chest of Ricky Sky for days. Sky reverses the Irish whip though. Storm comes back, strikes him in the head. An inverted atomic drop from Storm. Right hand. James Storm with the run-up. Sky lifts him up. Storm lands on the apron, kicks him around the back of the head. Storm quickly back into the ring. Storm goes behind. And a DDT from James Storm. Quickly on top, looking for the cover. Hooks the left leg, gets 2.5. Ricky Sky kicks out just in time to keep himself in the contest. Crowd chanting for the Cowboy. Storm looking to end it. Trying to lift up Sky. Sky resisted. Comes back and drops Storm right on his face there. Ricky Sky may have taken the Cowboy off guard and Storm kicked out. Even when he's on the defensive, James Storm showing precisely why he is a former world champion. That may have been a close fist there from Sky. Referee didn't seem to think so. Right into the top of the skull. Once again, verbally abusing James Storm. Storm comes back and physically assaults Ricky Sky. Storm lining him up again. Diatima getting involved again. He's got the beer. Oh, that's a massive mistake. You don't take a Cowboy's beer. Sky's holding Storm in place, but the beer went into the face of Sky. Diatima. A Greco-Roman lip lock from James Storm. Well, Sky hit Diatima. A comedy of errors from Sky and Diatima. Look at Storm laying in wait for the last call. The pin. And James Storm puts away Ricky Sky at critical damage. A hero's reception for the Cowboy upon his victory over pretty Ricky Sky. Storm deciding it was worth wasting a little bit more beer. He's having a good time tonight in Austria, is the Cowboy. James, Storm, if he wants to be the cameraman. James Storm, he's multitasking, celebrating victory, operating the camera for himself. The Cowboy has come to Pro Wrestling Austria, and he has put away the man with the 5-star moustache. Storm beats Sky at critical damage.
Wir machen weiter mit dem nächsten Kampf. Und es ist ein Singles-Match mit einem Zeitlimit von 20 Minuten und angesetzt auf einen vor. Auf den Weg zum Ring.
You're looking at a man who is somewhat of a shepherd without a flock. Because this time last year, we had a full-out match, a 4-on-4 match, where Sultanov, then the leader of Mid-Card Revolution, found his team on the losing end, and as a result of the stipulation of that contest, had to dissolve the Mid-Card Revolution. Since then, he's been getting back to winning ways. He won a fatal 4-way match on the summer stage at Lanzenkirchen in June, against Asara, Maverick and Rage, as we get ready just a few minutes from now for this year's full-out match. A painful reminder for Sultanov of what happened to him last year. We'll be hoping for a more successful night here this evening. Another beloved star by the Pro Wrestling Austria fans. David Oliwa from Poland originally, now lives in Vienna. We've seen Oliwa time and again here in Pro Wrestling Austria. Most recently, he was on that summer stage, that open air show in June as well. A 6-man tag team match on that occasion. Teamed with Team Turbulence against the Bleach Blonde Bastards and Lucifer Lohan. Oliver on the losing end of that one after Binolt Leach sprayed hairspray into his eyes. Thankfully, it seems that his vision was not permanently compromised. Oliver medically cleared, ready to go here tonight. Oliver to take on Sultanov. Oliver, one of those guys who just seems to love life. He loves the support he gets from the Pro Wrestling Austria fans. Once more, we'd love to know who you support in all of our matches tonight. Conversation ongoing on social media. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube, all of them at Pro Wrestling AT. Oliwa getting much more of a round of applause, much more of a warm reception than Sultanov. Oliwa, current PWÖ Tag Team Champion, former Old Town Champion in KPW, and a Tag Team Champion over in EWA. There's another one. He's found success just about everywhere he's gone. A born winner is David Oliwa. Sultanov, though, looking to prove that's not the case. He's already trying to verbally get into the head here of Oliwa in that side headlock position. Oliwa very quickly found a way out. Hammerlock grabs a side headlock of his own. Chain wrestling here, very competently displayed by Oliwa. He gets sent to the ropes by Sultanov. Shoulder block didn't send the former leader of Mid-Card Revolution down. Oliva's offering him a chance to go to the ropes, but never leave yourself open. That's the lesson there. With someone as underhanded as Sultanov, he didn't go to the ropes. He had a clothesline and then tried to drop the elbow. Oliwa didn't let that happen. Instead, he hits an elbow of his own. And another. Oliwa down to a knee. That shot into the abdomen. Elbow around the back of the head of Sultanov. Oliwa making the run up, hits the elbow right to the right side of the head of Sultanov. He'll send him across the ring. No, he won't. That gets reversed. Oliwa leaps over the top, agile as ever. Ends up on the ring apron. Sultanov struck down. Oliwa over the top into the body press. Hooks the leg here. Trying for the win. A 2 count. Sultanov, who was a little bit stunned, a little bit shell-shocked by that sudden offense there from Oliwa, nonetheless found a way out. Sultanov this time, though, taking advantage of the fact that Oliwa put his head down just maybe a split second too early there. Clubbing blow right to the back of the head. It's like being hit by a freight train. Oliwa going down and not having much in the way of an answer to these repeated boots that are just landing on all parts of his torso here. I think Sultanov was about to announce himself to the fans again, but the response seemed to be, yeah, we know who you are. I know him all too well. Oliwa getting to know him all too well as these continued strikes from Sultanov, helping him double down on his advantage in this match. Slap across the chest there from Sultanov. Fans here starting to try and build up some level of vocal support. Oliwa not able to respond. Yelling time and again, my name, Sultanov. He's like a man possessed. He's deranged. Oliwa back to his feet. Sultanov much more power behind those strikes at this point in the match. There's a short arm clothesline from the former leader of the Mid-Card Revolution. Another one of those war cries from Sultanov, who calls himself the Adorable. I think he's the only one who calls himself that, maybe his mother. A high knee from Oliwa. Clothesline, making Sultanov down. And another one. Missed him that time and paid for it. That back suplex. Sultanov, the side press. With his legs free there, did Oliwa. He was able to kick out. Oliwa likes to put opponents away with a devastating spine buster. Not letting him get anywhere near to being able to deliver that move at the moment. Body slam from Sultanov on Oliwa. Predicting that the 3 count is coming. The prediction wasn't correct. Oliwa kicked out again. Frustration starting to show here for Sultanov. The thumbs down, massive elbow right to that soft part of the head, right behind the base of the skull. And demanding that the crowd say his name as he goes for the pin again. Once more, Sultanov gets 2/3 of the way there. What does Sultanov need to do to finish this? Charges in, Oliwa was out of the way, and Sultanov went elbow first, or rather shoulder first, I should say, into the turnbuckle. And just kind of hanging precariously across that middle rope. Sultanov's going to have to shake that off, regroup quickly, because Oliwa's getting back to his feet here. Right hand from Sultanov, and another without reply. This time Oliwa fires back. To clothesline, picks him up, slams him down. Oliwa willing Sultanov to get back up so he can take him down again. Another body slam. The man from Poland building up a head of steam. A 3rd body slam in a row for Oliwa. Right to the low clothesline. Sultanov set up at just the wrong moment. A hook of the inside leg from Oliwa, and the right shoulder popping up for Sultanov just in time. Oliwa struggling to keep his balance. He has taken a beating here at the hands of Sultanov. Somehow, though, able to find himself back on top in this one. Sultanov to the ropes. There's the spine buster. Oliwa with a bit of an equilibrium problem there, I feel like. It was almost as though Oliwa wanted to go for the cover. His body just threw him in a different direction. He's lost valuable seconds here, but now he does climb on top with Oliwa, and the right foot goes onto that bottom rope. And that breaks up the pin. Great ring awareness from Sultanov.
You are a good ref, I trust you. One more.
Oliwa, I think he just said one more. Another spine buster, no doubt, would do it. Sultanov, maybe in his dying moments in this match, if Oliwa has his way. Once more, give it a spine buster. Sultanov this time counters. Shoves Oliwa to the ropes. There's a spear. A spear from Sultanov. He needed to produce something, and produce it he did. Oliwa writhing in pain down in the middle of the ring off of the impact of that spear. Sultanov is just stalking Oliwa here. Here he comes with a second spear. Oliwa can't have much left. many times has he yelled my name during this match? Sultanov saying he's going to take him down, looking for the Fujiwara armbar. Fujiwara armbar on Oliwa. Sultanov forces the tap out, and Sultanov defeats Oliwa via submission. And now everyone's saying his name, not least the ring announcer. Sultanov with the tap-out victory. It's an unpopular win. Sultanov won't care. He's picking up the winner's purse tonight at Critical Damage.
Das Fallout-Match. Das ultimative Mittel, um bei Pro Wrestling Österreich ungelöste Konflikte zu beenden. Zwei Teams verfeindeter Wrestler stehen sich gegenüber. Jeweils ein Wrestler pro Team beginnt das Match. Alle 90 Sekunden betritt ein weiterer Teilnehmer den Ring. Sobald beide Teams vollständig im Ring sind, entscheidet der erste Pinfall oder die erste Aufgabe über den Sieg. Disqualifikationen gibt es nicht. Stühle, Tische und alle anderen Gegenstände sind völlig legal. Naja, fast alle. Im letzten Jahr setzte sich Team Igor schlussendlich gegen die Midcard Revolution durch. Diese musste sich danach auflösen. Seit seinem PWÖ-Debüt hat sich der Amboss um Robert Dreisker einige Feinde gemacht. Team-Captain Darius hat mit Peter Tihani und Team Turbulence 3 Partner an seiner Seite, die alle noch eine Rechnung offen haben. Peter Tihani war das erste Opfer des Amboss. In Lawrence Roman PWÖ-Debüt wurde er von Dreisker mit einem Klappstuhl attackiert. Daraufhin kündigte Dreisker die Ankunft des Amboss bei der PWÖ an. Die Folgen zeigten sich bereits beim nächsten Event Fall Mayhem. Beim Debüt der Arrows of Hungary wurden Team Turbulence mit einer Ablenkung von Lawrence Roman die fairen Siegeschancen genommen. Seither befinden sich die beiden Grazer auf einer für sie ungewohnten Serie an Niederlagen. Auch im Titelmatch zwischen Dreisker und Tihani verhinderten Eingriffe einen möglichen Titelwechsel. Darius konnte sich zwar am selben Abend in einem Four-Way-Match unter anderem gegen Lawrence Roman durchsetzen, verlor aber den Titelkampf gegen Dreisker bei Stronger Together. Besonders für Darius und Peter Tihani spitzte sich der Kampf gegen den Amboss nach den verlorenen Titelkämpfen zu. Im Tag Team Match gegen Icarus und Roman bei Battlezone blieben sie erfolglos, konnten jedoch Ablenkungsversuche und Eingriffe im Titelmatch gegen Martn Pain abwehren. Kein Wunder, dass auch Robert Dreisker einen tiefen Groll gegen die beiden hegt. Im Fallout-Match haben alle Parteien die Chance, ihre offenen Rechnungen ohne Einschränkungen zu begleichen. Doch wer verlässt es als Sieger? Das Fallout-Match startet jetzt!
Es ist Zeit, Abstand zu halten, denn jetzt beginnt das gefährlichste Match des Abends. Es ist Zeit für das Fallout-Match! Ich suche den ersten Teilnehmer des ersten Teams in den Ring.
This will be chaotic. And Amboss putting one of their best feet forward. They're sending the current WXW Unified World Wrestling Champion to be their first member of their team, Lawrence Roman. Roman also the winner of the prestigious 16-karat gold tournament this year. What a year he's having in European wrestling. The pitbull of Amboss. Much like the rest of Amboss, kind of a bully, as Lawrence Roman. Remember, one wrestler from each competitor to begin the match. Every 90 seconds, another wrestler joins the fray. There cannot be a winner until all 8 men have joined this match, at which point the first team to score a pinfall or a submission will pick up the win. No disqualification here either. Team Darius sending out their captain. Darius from Vienna, man who very nearly became the Openweight champion back in January. Lost his match against the leader of Amboss, Robert Dreisker. Here we go, they're underway. Darius not wasting any time, the bell rings. So Darius and Roman of Amboss rather to start this out. The back elbow from Roman, hasn't even taken his jacket off yet. Now he has. Roman, tenacious, vicious. He will not stop coming at you. Roman taking the time to disparage everybody here. So much bad blood between these two sides. Darius was part of a tag team match back in April at Chapter 7 alongside Peter Tihoni, who's his partner tonight as well. Match against Icarus and Lawrence Roman. The Amboss team that won on that night. Disaster kick from Darius. Remember though, no pins, no submissions yet. It's all about just wearing down the opposing team until all 8 are in here. The delayed vertical suplex from Darius, great strength, great poise. And the man who's leading his troops into battle against Amboss tonight finally brings him down hard on his spine. Roman's body just going rigid. He falls out of the ring. Countdown clock is ticking though. Roman trying to call for a timeout, trying to buy himself some time before the reinforcements arrive. And the reinforcements come in the form of Icarus. Amboss won the toss to gain the advantage before the match. Look, Icarus has come out here with a chain. There's no disqualifications here. Icarus is armed. Roman taking advantage of the distraction. That's where the numbers advantage pays off. Icarus, one half of the Arrows of Hungary, one of the most successful tag teams of their generation in Europe. In his 15th year, the professional wrestler is Icarus. Working very well as a team with Lawrence Roman here. They've teamed many, many times together. Along with Dover, who we'll see out here shortly. Icarus is part of the Arrows of Hungary. Missed their opportunity to become the first ever tag team champions here in Pro Wrestling Austria, but look at this. The chain into the mouth there of Darius. The Arrows lost the Tag Team Championship Tournament final back in January against the Gulyas brothers, which I'm sure hasn't helped Icarus's mood throughout this year. Next up, it's Torpedo. And he's come armed as well, a couple of kendo sticks. Tommy Torpedo going to town here on both Icarus and on Lawrence Roman, who gets dumped over that top rope. A painful landing for Roman. Torpedo's going to hand one of those sticks to Darius. They're asking whether whether they should hit Roman. I think that's a pretty unanimous decision. One in the front, one in the back, right to the spine with that kendo stick. Still they're not done. That temporary numbers advantage that Icarus and Roman had feels like it was a long time ago now. Choking out Roman there. Torpedo. The clock's ticking again, and this time it will be another member of Amboss. Those kendo sticks maybe can neutralize what's shortly going to be a 3-on-2 advantage. Who is it for Amboss? It's Dover. Dover's brought a chair. More bodies filling the ring, more weapons filling the ring. The hardcore Hungarian living up to his name here, but he missed with a swing of the chair, and he's going to pay the price. Multiple strikes with that kendo stick. Icarus and Roman, though, they were able to use that moment of respite. Once more, just like we saw earlier, the new man coming in, that distraction enough to turn the tables. Double team. Back suplex into the neck breaker for Dover and Lawrence Roman. Now the arrows. Showing exactly why they are one of the all-time great tag teams. Amboss making the Amboss sign. Their leader is still yet to come out here. Before he does, we're going to get another member of Team Darius. It's a choice of two. Who is it? It's Tommy Tornado. What's he got with him? Those poles of some kind. Striking both members of the Arrows, hits Lawrence Roman as well. Both teams making full use of this no disqualification stipulation. Team Turbulence. Man, impact that was into the midsection of Icarus. Another one with the pole. Turbulence together. Torpedo and Tornado, known as the well-oiled machine. They are the #1 tag team in Austria. You're seeing why they are more than holding their own here against the Arrows of Hungary, but Lawrence Roman takes the pole. Striking Tornado. Tornado in trouble. Torpedo comes to the rescue. Big right hand. And using that pole to take out Roman. And now the clock ticking down to the entrance of the leader of Amboss. Robert Dreisker was the first ever Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Champion, held it for 588 days before he lost it at Chapter 7 back in April, throwing the steel chair immediately into the face of Darius. Darius, one of the men who Robert Dreisker defeated during that record-setting run. Tornado with that shoulder thrust. Team Turbulence double teaming here on Dreisker. Dreisker fighting out of the corner. Team Turbulence in trouble at the hands of Robert Dreisker. It's the double springboard crossbody. That metal tray went into the cranium of Darius. Dreisker getting the troops to regroup here. Amboss rejuvenated by the arrival of their leader. In full control. There is one more twist in the tail because the final member of Team Darius is on his way. And he's a young man who has an enormous history with all of Amboss. More weapons being brought to the ring by the young Hungarian Metehan. Honey going straight after Roman. Honey was trained by the Arrows of Hungary. One of his trainers just took a steel tray to the head, courtesy of him. Dreisker came flying at Tioni with the chair. Leapfrog cutter onto the chair. Metehan going for the cover here on Dreisker. Now it is legal to go for the pin or the submission, remember. Now all 8 are in the ring. One fall will do it for one of these two teams. He's got a plunger. What is that? Of all the weapons he could have picked, Icarus trying to make the best of it. He's going to stick the plunger onto the bald head of Icarus. Icarus not happy at the humiliation. Tioni shakes his head. Super kick. Plunger still on the head of Icarus. Finally brought off by Tioni. Back in April last year, Chapter 4, first chance, Tioni was supposed to face Robert Dreisker in a match for that Openweight Championship. Dreisker wasn't able to compete because of an injury that Tioni himself had caused. He fractured Dreisker's upper jawbone in a match in WXW back in January of last year. And now brewing all around the ring, all 8 of them. That night at first chance in April last year with Dreisker unable to compete, that he announced the arrival of Amboss here in Pro Wrestling Austria. And meanwhile, wait a second, Team Turbulence with the ladder. Anything goes here. Team Turbulence trying to put the ladder in the ring, Dreisker trying to grab it. That's good. Took Torpedo out of action. We snapped the ladder on the fingers of Dreisker, did Tommy Tornado. Now the ladder being used on Roman as well. The Arrows of Hungary climbing back in tandem. They suffer the same fate at the hands of Tornado and Torpedo. The ladder proving to be a difference maker here for Team Darius. Roman though sweeping the leg. Tornado sent hard into the steel ring post. Dreisker suffering more damage to his hand. Torpedo looking to exploit it. From Dreisker. Dreisker the elbow to the face of Dreisker. Big back body drop. And that's got to do some serious damage. Remember, a pinfall or a submission on any member of either team, that will be enough to end it here. Dreisker would like that to be at the expense of the captain of the opposing team. Dreisker and Darius renewing hostilities. Well, Darius dives through the ropes. This fallout match continuing to deliver surprise after surprise. Drop kick from Darius into the ladder. Dreisker collapsing into the corner. It is total carnage here. Tioni's in. Tioni, what's he doing? Dreisker in the corner. Separated his legs there, and that's why. Dreisker with that ladder in a compromising position. Tioni smashes the chair into the ladder. Robert Dreisker in absolute agony. That steel chair, look at it. It's been demolished on the edge of the ladder. Such is the strength with which Tioni swung that chair at the ladder. It has completely demolished that piece of furniture. Where are they going? Two members of Team Darius heading back to the locker room area. God knows what they've gone to retrieve. It's a table. It's a table for Darius and Tioni. Tioni setting up the table. It looks like Icarus may be the chosen victim here. A stunner by Darius. I think they're going to try and double suplex Icarus into the table. Dover's coming to his partner's aid. Good job he did. I don't think Icarus would have been able to resist that double suplex otherwise. Discus elbow. And classic arrows of Hungary of the double team. Pin here on Darius. This could do it for Amboss, but Peter Tioni ensures that Team Darius keeps on fighting. Boot from Dover though, immediately regaining the upper hand here for Amboss. What are you doing, Dover? Looking to adjust that table, he's setting up the legs. Dover needs to be as quick as he can here while he's got Tioni. Compromised spot, Tioni looking to get back to his feet. Meanwhile, Dreisker and Tommy Tornado crawling around the ring, still fighting each other. Dover trying to lift up Tioni, maybe going to try and put him through the table with that Hungarian Wanderer, his trademark move. Tioni not allowing himself to be lifted. Look at the elbows here from Peter Tioni. The kick, Dover. Trying for the German suplex. That would be all. That would be all if Dover hit that. Tioni would be knocked unconscious. Tioni once more trying to struggle his way free, but Dover just almost gorilla-like in his strength. Icarus with that wet floor sign. Tioni moved out of the way, and a serious miscue there. A rare lack of coordination between the arrows of Hungary. Peter Tioni. Tioni with Dover on his shoulders. The Death Valley driver. Dover has obliterated that table. The pin. Dover is down. And Team Darius defeat Amboss. Tommy Tornado climbing on top of Dover to secure the victory. Every bit as chaotic as we expected. But I don't know if we expected Amboss to lose that. There are very few opponents who can take down Amboss when Amboss are at full force as they were tonight. Dover being put through the table by Peter Tioni proved to be the crucial moment. You heard that, finally we have our victory. All four of these men been tormented by Amboss here in Pro Wrestling Austria in different ways. Team Turbulence celebrating. Big moment for them. Yeah, Tioni having put over through the table. I'm not sure if he's a little bit frustrated that it was Tornado who took the pin. They took it away from Tioni there. Team Turbulence celebrating on their own. There's not total harmony in this team. Look, any ill will between tag team partners here, it pales in comparison to the celebration there's going to be. The fact that Amboss have been toppled. Look at this young fan. He's getting a memory he won't soon forget. There are young kids in the ring celebrating with Darius and Tioni. And this celebration will go on for a while. The fallout match goes to Team Darius here at Critical Damage.
Ist ein Tag Team Match, angesetzt in einem Zeitlimit von 30 Minuten und auf einen Fall. Und es geht um die Pro Wrestling Österreich Tag Team Championships. Hier kommen die Herausforderer.
Now, to borrow a phrase, business picked up when the Greedy Souls issued the challenge to the Pro Wrestling Austria Tag Team Champions. Brendan White, Danny Jones. They are former Revolution Pro Wrestling Undisputed British Tag Team Champions, former Riot Cabaret Tag Team Champions. Won the Great British Tag League in Rev Pro as well in 2023. Carved from granite in the Welsh valleys are these two. Those tag team titles currently in the possession of the Gulyas brothers may be under threat like they never have been before. It was back in January, Chapter 6, Stronger Together, when these two young men from deep in the Hungarian countryside made history. They became the first ever Pro Wrestling Austria Tag Team Champions. In that one-night tournament, a victory over the Bleach Blonde Bastards in round one, and then a three-way final match where they beat Rue Gave Out and the Arrows of Hungary. Since then, the Gulyas brothers, Urkshi and Vilmos, going from strength to strength. They've got a win over Team Turbulence, who we just saw in action a few moments ago. It was at Chapter 7 in April. They promised to take on all comers from across Europe and indeed around the world. And the Greedy Souls were happy to take them up on the offer. This is the kind of match that if you've been following European wrestling over the past couple of years, this is on your wish list. Greedy Souls and the Gulyas brothers. And the Souls have brought some support with them from Wales by the sounds of it. about Team Turbulence. They're going to be watching this match with some interest, particularly after Tommy Tornado got the decisive pinfall in that fallout match a few moments ago. Going to be Vilmos starting for the Gulyas brothers against the workhorse, Brendan White. Two big young powerhouses here. Collar and elbow tie-up to start this tag team title match. White into the corner. And I think he's claiming that he had his hair pulled, which seems logistically difficult. We're going to look up again instead, though. White able to catch Vilmos. That kick to the midsection, follows it up with an uppercut. He's got him backed into a corner here. Elbow up to the side of the face. Brendan White, so much power behind every single one of those strikes. White sent to the ropes here. Almost the leapfrog. Able to get kind of a spine buster there. Almost just tackling him to the ground. She tagging in, the bull of the village. The ropes they go, double shoulder block. She will stare down with Danny Jones there. Tag team champions in control. Right hand from Urchi. Gulyas brothers, also part of that contingent, who come through the Hungarian system, much like Peter Tioni, who we just saw. They credit part of their training to the Arrows of Hungary as well. And the Arrows, much like Team Turbulence, they'll be keeping an eye on this match. The tag team division here in Pro Wrestling Austria getting stronger and stronger with every passing show. Brendan White got caught in midair. Gulyas brothers take him down. Vilmos lifted by his brother. Here comes the senton from Urchi. Vilmos body slams his own brother onto Brendan White. Vilmos with the pin and a kick out from White at 2. We've already seen some tags from the champions. We haven't seen yet is Danny Jones being able to get involved in this match. Brendan White, I would say, is in increasingly desperate need of a tag to his partner. Right, and there is the tag. Jones tagging himself in. White's going to catch Vilmos. There's the power slam and then the boot from Jones. Danny Jones. Jones, who is a part of NXT UK, made his MLW debut in July, part of the Opera Cup. As well as the tag team success that the Greedy Souls have had. He's a former King of Chaos over in Pro Wrestling Chaos is Danny Jones. He's a former 2-time All Wales champion and Attack 24/7 champion. Over in the UK, Danny Jones has been something of a belt collector. Suplex. Belly to back and then tagging in Brendan White. White's going to lift up Jones and dump him on Vilmos. Greedy Souls doing something very similar to what the champions did earlier. Good to get them a 2 count.
Stay down!
We knew when that issue was challenged by when that challenge was issued rather by the Greedy Souls that it was going to be a very, very tough day at the office for the Gulyas brothers, and so it is proving. Almost trying to just hang in there at the moment with Brendan White. I wonder who will be the Pro Wrestling Austria Tag Team Champions headed into the new year. Danny Jones taking a shortcut, try and make sure that the Greedy Souls are the ones leaving with the titles. One or other of these two teams is presumably going to be the champions. And we have Chapter 9 under pressure in Lanzenkirchen on January 11th. And after that, Chapter 10 coming up March 28th. It's available for both of those over at PWOE.at as Brendan White looking to secure the tag team titles, but the shoulder comes up. Virgile getting frustrated, but that's not helping his brother. White with repeated shots with a closed fist there while the referee's back was turned. Now White just taunting the fans. Not much love in this building for the Greedy Souls. Back to Jones. Danny Jones, those shoulder thrusts in the Souls corner, keeping Vilmos as far away from his brother as they possibly can. Vicious body shots here from Jones as well. Brendan White tagged back in. Frequent tags here from the challengers. Frequent kicks from Brendan White. He wanted the break, had to physically force White out of the corner in the end. Another tag to Jones. This is where the Greedy Souls are their most effective, just grinding opponents down. Vilmos knows he can't fall into that rhythm. Trying to battle both of the challengers at once, but Jones put paid to that. Now Vilmos going to get sent into the corner. White ran into a boot. Jones ran into an elbow. There's the double team though. Greedy Souls quickly getting back on top. Virgile got the right hand on White. Vilmos trying to make it to his brother, and he did. The tag to Virgile. Jones was trying to prevent the tag from happening. He was unsuccessful. And now look, the bull of the village unloading here on the Greedy Souls. Standing, leaping drop kick there from Virgile. Slap across the face of Jones. White's going to get scooped up and body slammed down. Virgile thrusting Jones back into the ring, knocks him down with a hard clothesline. Trying to push those shoulders through the canvas, but the left shoulder pops up for Danny Jones. A hard-hitting, thoroughly absorbing tag team title match here. Virgile with the double underhook on Jones. Jones powers out. Elbows to both sides of the face. Now Jones to the ropes. It's that massive boot up. Virgile responds in kind. These two so evenly matched. The double underhook again. Just tossing Jones down onto the canvas. Raw power from Gulyas. The cannonball. Virgile hooking the leg, looking to retain the titles, but Brendan White saving Jones. Kind of unraveling here. Referee is struggling to maintain order. White just dragged Jones back to the corner so he could make the tag. Make the tag he does. White with the elbows. Virgile now with nowhere to go. White just shot after shot and a chop right to the throat of Virgile. Jones tagged back in once more. Another big boot from Jones. Leaping kick from Brendan White. The hook of the leg from Jones, and the Greedy Souls were within a quarter of a second of becoming the tag team champions. Another tag from the challengers. The Souls will try and take Virgile down. Virgile kicked Jones away. Suplex. Great fighting spirit from Urchi to fight off both of the souls. Urchi takes Vilmos. Vilmos get a hold of White here. Elbow to the face. Blocking everything that White is throwing at him. Vilmos finding his mark with these elbows. And now Vilmos, the kick into the side power slam. Great double team from the Gulyas brothers, and White kicked out anyway. This is a hell of a match. A hell of a championship match. We're looking at 4 young powerhouses, all of whom with great ambition in this industry. Only 2 of these 4 can walk out with those tag team titles. Yes, brothers, again trying to double team White. White not letting it happen. White, the wild swing from White. He paid the price with a German suplex. Urchi knocking Jones off of the apron. Wait, what's that? Jones has got one of the title belts, throwing it into the ring.
Stop this shit!
The referee with some strong words. The Jones. White though, taking advantage of that distraction. I think the distraction was the point because Jones has the other belt. White, now with that belt in hand. Oh, White hit Jones. It backfired horribly for the greedy souls. Vilmos tagging in. Double team into the powerbomb. White folded up, and the Gulyas brothers retain the Tag Team Championships. To put it mildly, it was a hard-earned win. Urchi and Vilmos had to work their backsides off to get past Danny Jones and Brendan White. But they are going to be celebrating out in the sticks in Hungary tonight. The Gulyas brothers continuing to represent their country. They remain on top of the pile in tag team wrestling here in Pro Wrestling Austria. You heard him, calls himself the Tiger of the 15th District of Vienna. So bravo, he doesn't go anywhere without his stylist, Binold Leach. Collectively, they are known as the Bleach Blonde Bastards. Every part of that name is accurate. And certainly bleach blonde. And they are, well, they're not very pleasant. Oh, Bravo being derobed by Leach. What's he doing here, Leach? Trying to make sure that Bravo's hair is perfect. I think Bravo's opponent might have something to say about that in a second here.
In der Arena steht er groß und stark. PWÖ, der Kämpfer, kein Weg ist ihm zu hart. Sein Name hallt wieder durch die Nacht. Die Menge tobt, für ihn ist alles vollbracht. Mit jedem Schlag, mit jedem Tritt, er kämpft sich vorwärts, gibt niemals auf, niemals nie. PWÖ, der Held im Ring, sein Name erklingt, die Menge singt.
For almost a quarter of a century, this man from Vienna has been plying his trade here in Austrian wrestling. Payerbach fired up to see PWÖ. PWÖ with a resume that extends to multiple pages just in terms of his championship accomplishments alone. And the European champion in EWA, former SWE champion, PWÖ Tag Team Champion as well, among many, many other accomplishments. Here in Pro Wrestling Austria, last time we saw him, he was part of Team Igor in the fallout match last year. On the winning side there. What a memorable victory over Norman Harris way back at Chapter 2. He fell a little bit short, I should say, against Metehan, albeit courtesy of a low blow at Chapter 7 in April. PWÖ, knowing how competitive he has been throughout his career, will take great exception to that, what he will see quite rightly as an unfair blemish on his win-loss record here in Pro Wrestling Austria. Start to put that right by stacking up another one in the win column here against Joe Bravo. White giving a kiss to his wife Anya on his way out here a moment ago. Bravo ducking under the rope. I want White to hit him in the face. Well, that face is insured for a large amount, or at least he'll tell us it is. Hip toss from White. Already Leach's efforts to ensure that the hair is perfect seem to have come undone. Leach is furious, look at him. That is the cardinal sin, according to Leach. You don't touch the man's hair. Bravo now getting real vocal support from ringside, courtesy of Leach, who's absolutely livid at PWÖ. Bravo just finding no joy whatsoever and trying to take White off his feet here. Bravo invited White to go to the ropes, but it was all a ploy. Striking with the knee. Leach liking what he's seeing now. There's the suplex from Bravo. Bravo choking White on the ropes. Gonna have to break that before the count of 5. So he gives himself to the count of 4, and now at Leach. While the referee is distracted, Leach gaining an advantage there for Bravo. As if there was any need for a personal stylist to be out here. We know exactly why Leach is out here. It's for things like that. Nothing to do with the hair. Look at this. Leach again. Again. Leach is just assaulting PWÖ. White reverse the Irish whip there. Bravo tripping over the ropes. Momentum took him all the way to the outside. seems to have shaken. Bravo is pulling Leach over to him. Bravo getting consoled there by Leach before he got back in the ring. Bravo looking for the neck breaker. He gets it. A little pep talk from Leach, maybe did do the job. There's a cover. Slightly sloppy cover and relatively easy for White to kick out. Nightmare takedown from Bravo. Bravo with the runner. Big kick right into the chest, right into the heart of Peter White. Bravo has had plenty of championships himself. From a two-time WUW European champion, tag champion there as well. Looking for the win here over White. Gets a two, or I think it's a 1 count even. It's got to be a little bit discouraging for Bravo. Bravo trying to continue to take the fight here to White. Doesn't have the crowd on his side, but he does have that advantage of having Leach at ringside. White sent all the way to the apron, but he's landed on his feet. Bravo thinks he's sent him all the way to the outside. Bravo taken by surprise there. White was up on the apron. White now coming over the top, looking for the sunset flip, gets it. Shoulders are down, and the referee's distracted again. The referee is distracted again by Binolt Leach. By the time the referee turns around, the pinfall was pretty much over. White getting more than a little bit agitated by the behavior of Leach. White trying to tie up Bravo with the cradle, does so for 2. Now Leach is going to look for the backside. Gets that split-legged stance to try and force those shoulders down. High of an angle as possible, but it still wasn't enough. Bravo may have just hit him around the temple with the knee there. White is staying down. Another attempt at the cradle, but White has stopped that one dead in its tracks. Look at the power of Peter White. Gets back up to his feet here. Hoisting up Bravo onto his shoulders. And rolling through. That's bought White some much needed time. Both men scrambling to be first to their feet. Opposite sides of the ring here. They both use the ropes to help themselves up. Bravo went for the clothesline, didn't get it. Ducks one from White though. They both had the same idea. An awkward collision there as both men tried for the crossbody. So both men have had the air knocked out of them there. You can see both of them clutching their ribs. Either of them, or both, may have cracked a rib on that impact. A mid-air collision between Bravo and White. Bravo hits the uppercut. White fires back with a slap. Bravo and White going strike for strike. White, the elbows, backing Bravo into the ropes here. And White, what an elbow that was, that last one. Bravo just almost collapsing down on the ropes there. It looked like that last elbow really hit him hard, but White, the brakes on it, they're being sent to the ropes. Lariat from Peter White. White with a Tilton World backbreaker. White, power slam. Hold on. Bravo rolled to the outside. Now Leach on the apron again. How many times is Leach gonna get himself involved in that? Was hairspray. A hairspray in the eyes of Peter White. Referee didn't see any of it. This is outrageous. This is totally outrageous here. Bravo with the drop kick. I don't think White even saw that coming. White can't defend himself. Someone's got to do something about Leach. Time and again. He has changed the course of this match as the personal stylist of Joe Bravo. White, with whatever limited vision he still has here, seeing that Bravo's in the corner. White, in that crucifix position, into the powerbomb. Crucifix bomb from Peter White. White indicating that he's going to go up to the top. He's going to take a risk here to try and put Joe Bravo away. Keeping one eye on Leach. Leach was nowhere to be seen. There's the frog splash. The frog splash from White. The pin. Oh, come on now. This is absurd. This is completely absurd. The referee's getting in the face of Leach. I don't know if the referee is... What is happening here? The referee was dragged out of the ring. But White's music is playing. There's confusion reigning here as to whether the match is over or not. Ring announcer confirming it was only a 2 count. Here comes Bravo, Bravo with a high knee, went to the back of the skull. Whoever was playing the music backstage at the production desk there was quite right to think it should have been a victory for Peter White, but into the actions of Leach, that wasn't the case. Bravo looking to unjustly tip the result in his favor here. Big DDT from Bravo. The hook of the leg from Bravo, and White gets his foot on the bottom rope. Now Bravo thinks he's won it. There's mayhem here in this match. Look at this, Leach. Leach adjusting the hair of Bravo. Come on, this is... How pathetic is that? Wait, there's Anya. Anya, the wife of Peter White. Saw her at the start of the match. Oh, what a slap from Anya to Leach. Well deserved. Bravo was a little bit distracted by that. Now a slap from White. The barrier neck breaker from Peter White. White with the cover here, and White finally does win it. No confusion this time. Peter White wins. Now Leach is moaning that he had to put up with interference. And what a lack of self-awareness. The irony of Leach complaining. Oh, an assist from Peter White's wife, Anya. White finally taking down the Tiger of the 15th District of Vienna. Peter White celebrating a well-earned win. Hold on, what's he going to say here? Peter White with the microphone.
mache das seit 24 Jahren. Im Februar wird es 25. Ich habe Schaum in den Boden. Ich habe offen verletzt. Offene Nase, wie man sieht. Es ist viel schief gegangen, aber ich war 18 bis jetzt vielleicht. Und jedes Mal, wenn ich im Weg stehe, und wenn es auch nur ein paar sind, die man zu jubeln, es gibt nichts Schöneres, wirklich. Egal, wo ich bin auf der Welt. Nichtsdestotrotz bin ich 44, nicht 42, ich weiß schon für 20, danke. Und ich möchte hiermit mit einer Träne mitteilen, oder vielleicht auch mit zwei, dass am 13. Dezember beim Payerbach in Wien mein letzter Kampf sein wird. Und ich sage danke.
That is a massive announcement from Peter White. After a quarter of a century, Peter White going to write the last chapter of his career in December. And in that 25-year career, Peter White has seen some underhanded tactics. Very few, though, along the lines of the severity that we saw from Bravo and Leach tonight, but that woman, Anya, White's wife, a key component in helping Peter White to win here tonight.
What was that, guys?
I don't know.
We
This
had
is
a
not
game
how
plan.
This is not how it should be done. This is not how it should be done. Before everything worked out well.
Nothing worked out well.
Yes, it worked out. It worked out. Don't blame us.
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming you.
Me. You blame.
Yes, I'm blaming you.
It's all.
Everybody followed the protocol. You didn't. You didn't. You let us down. You let the whole group down.
But it's about all four of us, not only me.
Yeah, and 3 of the 4 delivered, and you did not. God's sake.
Gewinnende deutliche Veranstaltung ist ein Singles-Match, angesetzt auf 30 Minuten und auf einen Tor. Und es geht um den Pro Wrestling Österreich Openweight Championship. Auf dem Weg zum Ring der Herausforderer.
The Axeman cometh, and he is coming for the Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight title. Axel Tischer, one of the finest ambassadors that European wrestling has. He has been to the very, very top of the industry. We know he was a star over on WWE SmackDown, former NXT Tag Team Champion as part of Sanity. Won titles in Germany, in WXW, GWF, many other places as well. And he is the head coach of the Pro Wrestling School in his home city of Dresden. Is he about to become the Openweight Champion? Well, it's a statistic I gave you earlier, but it bears repeating. 588 days, that was the length of the record-setting title reign of Robert Dreisker before this man ended it. Back at Chapter 7 in April. Martn Pain. The man who was part of the very first ever New Japan Pro Wrestling LA dojo over in California. Talked about Tischer's WWE experience. Well, Martn Pain was very nearly a part of that as well. He was part of the Cologne tryouts back in 2018. He has fought all around the globe. Canada, China, Germany, England, Japan, you name it. And Martn Pain, now the champion, the man to beat here in Pro Wrestling Austria. If he wants to cement that position, if he wants people to really appreciate him as the top dog, there is no better way of doing that than there is by beating the Axeman. Referee Rainer Ringer showing off the Openweight Championship belt. Pain just the second man after Dreisker to hold that title. Axel Tischer would like to become the third. Bell rings for our main event here. I promised you a night to remember. It has already been that. But the biggest headline of all might be yet to come. Is a handshake, and I was going to say it's a sporting gesture, but it's getting a little bit intense there. Handshake lasting a little bit uncomfortably long. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie-up. Axel Tischer going behind, rear waist lock here. Smart stuff from Martn Pain, drop toe hold. Floats over into that side headlock, but Tischer immediately out of it. Pain, for all of the exploits of Tischer, with just as much experience as he does. He's a 17-year veteran, is Pain. Started all the way back in 2007. Needs to go in hold for hold here, this technical wrestling exhibition at the start of this title match. Is a headlock takedown from Pain. Tischer trying to lift up that right leg, see if he can hook it around the chin there and grab a head scissors, but that wasn't to be. Pain was very conscious of where his head was at all times. Well, Tischer gets back to his feet, another headlock takedown. Tischer rolling through, trying to get the shoulders of the champion down. Did for just a 1 count. As they come back to their feet though, it's Tischer who has the side headlock. Pain able to break the grip of the Axeman. Snacknet takedown, lightning fast there from Tischer. Once more though, Pain just slipping away from Tischer, able to in the end grab that hammerlock, looking for the armbar here. Tischer trying to get the champion's shoulders down as a way of countering. Now Tischer does have the pin, only for 1 second. Martn Pain, maybe hyperextend that right arm of Tischer. Game of chess between these two in the opening moments. Maybe some people were expecting this to be a brawl from the get-go. You never quite know how a championship match is going to go until the bell rings and we're in there. And that is what we're seeing here, the shoulder block from Martn Pain. Once again, we thank you for joining us. We hope you've been enjoying all of the action tonight and discussing it on social media. Remember, at Pro Wrestling AT, the handle for us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube. You can join the conversation about all of the action from tonight as we look forward to our 2 opening shows in the new year. Under Pressure in Lanzenkirchen, January 11th, our anniversary show, Chapter 10, in Krumbach on March 28th. Both of those shows will be on YouTube, and both of them, if you're in Austria, you can attend in person. PWÖ.at, the website to go for ticket information. One of these 2 men will walk in to 2025 as the holder of the Openweight Championship. They're having a test of strength here. Tischer put his right leg behind Pain, trying to trip him up, trying to just lever him down. Bridge here from Pain, showing great neck strength and then great upper body strength to power up. Now it's Tischer who's going down. Tischer with the bridge. He powers up as well, almost mirror images of each other. Tischer went for the elbow, couldn't get it. Pain sends it to the ropes, clothesline sends Tischer down. Leaping back elbow from the champion. And the drop kick from Martn Pain. Got his shot blocked. Kick though did, in the end, get the champion right in the face. So Tischer trying to suplex Pain back into the ring, and Pain was trying to suplex Tischer all the way to the outside, I think. They're on the apron here. Dangerous spot. Martn Pain looking to lift up Axel Tischer. Tischer sweeping the leg away, and it was a hard landing. He lost a tooth there. Face planted on the edge of the ring did Martn Pain. As Axel Tischer rolls him back in, looking to win the championship, gets a 2 before the kick out. Tischer won the opportunity to challenge for the title tonight by winning the 12-man Battle Zone Rumble back in April at Chapter 7. And it's the 10th Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Championship match in history. As Tischer, a body slam going for the cover. Right shoulder came up for Martn Pain. Pain's first defense on one of our chapter shows, but he's been defending the title since defeating Robert Dreisker back in April, defeated Marius Alani, EWA Catch Wrestling back in April, and a win over Ricky Sky, Pro Wrestling Austria's summer stage in Neunkirchen back in June. He's proven to be a fighting champion in the time he's held the gold, as Martn Pain, as he take Tischer down. Once more looking to extend that arm. He's just stomping like. Sometimes some technical prowess, some finesse can get you out of a situation. Sometimes you just got to kick the guy. That's what Axel Tischer did there. Tischer snapping that neck backwards with the lariat in the corner, just levering Martn Pain with the strike. Suplex, in the end he's converted it into a cradle. Inside cradle, almost got the win. Tischer agitated there, fired back with a clothesline, hooks the leg for 2. Axel Tischer, a reputation for being very cerebral, very methodical in the way he approaches all of his matches. Almost unnatural calmness to Axel Tischer, unless you can somehow get him off his stride, take him out of his game. That's the aim here for Martn Pain, who hits a German suplex. Pain clothesline in the corner, comes back for another, and nails it. Goes for a 3rd, but this time Tischer fires back with the elbow. Now Tischer Tossing Pain to the apron. Here comes Axel Tischer, but oh, through the ropes. Through the ropes comes Pain with the spear. Is it enough to retain the title? No, not yet. Shoulder comes up for the Axeman. Highly competitive Openweight Championship match here in our main event tonight in Austria. Clothesline from Pain. Once more coming after Tischer in that corner. This time he does get 3 in a row. No elbow up that time from Tischer. Looking for a body slam. Another German suplex, this time with the bridge. Tischer holds on and Pain found a way out. He's living dangerously though. A long way into that 2 count before Martn Pain finally kicked out. Anyone who's a Martn Pain fan, I'm sure, was holding their breath for a moment there. Axel Tischer goes behind. There's a kick from Pain. Tischer got him. Great counter from the Axeman. Pain is reeling. Tischer charges in. Forearm smashed into the face. Quickly suplexes him over. The nip up from Axel Tischer. This is when Tischer is at his most dangerous, when he's able to build up a bit of momentum like this. It can be almost unstoppable. Here comes Tischer. Went for the flying clothesline. Pain had it scouted. There's a power slam from Pain. Great stuff from the champion, and it was almost enough to help him retain. Very few athletes who can cut off Axel Tischer once he starts going like that. Martn Pain did it. With every passing minute here, Pain answering any doubt as he might have about his credentials as a champion. Pain is headed up top here. Big kick to the side of the face from Axel Tischer. That looked like a particularly awkward landing as well for Martn Pain. Pain might be knocked silly here. I don't know if Pain really understands where he is after that strike. Axel Tischer, right hand into the forehead, into the side of the head there. Pain trying to lift up Tischer. Tischer uses his legs to stop that from Pain instead. Look at this, Tischer, pile driver. Compressing the spine of Martn Pain. Tischer gonna throw the champion back into the ring. He might not be the champion 3 seconds from now. Here comes the pin, and Martn Pain gets the shoulder up in time. Referee confirming it was just a 2 count, a close 2 count, but a 2 count nonetheless. The Axeman with more to do. Tischer going to try for a pile driver here in the middle of the ring. Pain able to counter, has him up and drops him with an Alabama slam. Champion down, challenger down, the title's still on the line. Referee is counting them both. If this were to be a draw, Pain would retain. Looks like they're both moving well before we're anywhere close to the count of 10. They've made contact again. Referee stops his count, and we're back to it. Tischer, massive elbow. You see, in general, maybe they're not hitting as hard as they were able to at the start of the match, but Extra effort there. Tischer found his mark, now Pain is finding his. A chop here from the champion. Tischer followed him in. Caught him with the elbow, now Pain does the same to Tischer. Tischer repeating that offense. Pain doing it too. And this time, Tischer tried to follow him. Pain catches him. Kicks him round the side of the head. There's an enziguri though from the Axeman. Pain preventing Tischer from coming off the ropes at him there. Now Martn Pain. Double arm suplex. Picture perfect. That butterfly suplex from Pain. Kick out, but immediately into the armbar. Armbar. Tischer trying to hook his fingers together to prevent his arm from being hyperextended. Tischer, that looks like a solid grip, and it needs to be. Oh, the grip's been broken. Tischer quickly changing positions. The shoulders of the champion down. Tischer not even trying to hold him down, he's trying to power up, I think. Shoulder comes up from Pain again. Tischer trying to adjust his arm position. I think he wants to lift the champion up. Can he get him from that awkward spot there? Very hard to try and take him down. And in the end, I think Tischer's been caught in it might be a triangle choke. Tischer's in a choke here. Tischer might be out. If Axel Tischer passes out, well, Martn Pain's going to retain the title. Tischer again trying to get to his feet. Once more, Tischer try and power up. Oh no, in the end he changes plans once more. Tischer, powerbomb, folds him up to win the title. No, a kick out from Pain. Tischer was determined one way or another to hit the powerbomb on Martn Pain. Could have cost him the match at one point there, Tischer, but the tenacity paying off. Tischer does hit the powerbomb. Pain with the elbow. Tischer responds. Once again. Pain still able to get a lot of strength behind those chops. Elbow, that is. There's the knee from Tischer. The counter from Pain. Pain dropping Tischer on the back of his neck. The pin, and the shoulder comes up for Tischer. Both champion and challenger have been within a split second of winning this match at various points. Martn Pain, groggy, but back on his feet. Does he have enough? Can he do this? Martn Pain. Trying to climb up to the top, but he's got the will to do it. I don't know if his legs have got the strength. Can he still get up there? Tischer seemed to be out, or maybe he isn't. Tischer catches him with the uppercut. This could be big trouble here for Martn Pain. Top rope for Tischer. And a superplex from Tischer onto Pain. He's going to roll through. Pain from nowhere. Death Valley driver. How did Pain do that? Off of the superplex. Now Martn Pain up top. The diving elbow from Pain. And Martn Pain defeats the Axeman. How in the world did Martn Pain manage that? Somehow with the adrenaline coursing through his veins, even a superplex would not stop Martn Pain. God, Axel Tischer gave Pain both barrels here tonight in our main event. And Martn Pain acknowledging the undeniable caliber of Axel Tischer. We got a handshake at the start, we get one at the end. Two fine competitors. Axel Tischer has been a champion many times before. He will be one many times again in the future. But tonight belonged to the man who is still the Pro Wrestling Austria Openweight Champion. Martn Pain brought the pain. Oh wait, hold on a second. That's Metehan. What's Metehan doing out here? The Babo assaulting the champion. Strike from Metehan. And Metehan sending a message here. The Babo is coming for the championship. Metehan with his foot resting on the chest of Martn Pain. Metehan ruining the celebration here. And this might be a threat every bit as dangerous as any that Martn Pain has faced, because Metehan has his sights set on the Openweight Championship.